Hey, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. I Fish 5. I'm Clay. So, this is going to be short and sweet. Still coming at you live from my lovely Android. Okay, so we're going to start off with, needing some information here. I need some information, and I can do my own research, which I have a little by little, but I want to hear your different opinions. Drop a comment below on if you have a GoPro with a chest rig. What kind is it? What is a good one? What would you choose if you have one, or if you know anything about them? There's quite a few of them out there. Tough decision, and you know, don't need to spend $1,000 on one. They're not that much, but I've looked them up. But that's all I need. That's all I need. Just a comment on a GoPro. How else am I supposed to catch my big bass moments or a half-pound bass? How am I supposed to film it if I don't have a camera guy? I do have a camera guy, Austin Weld out there, old Downsy. He's a great camera guy, by the way. He might not always be there, and I'm going to need some footage. Good documentation, and especially if I explore or fall off a boat or roll a kayak or any of those type of things, needs to be caught in live action. I'm not Steven Spielberg or Martin Scorsese. How the hell you say his name? Scorsese, Worcestershire. But I need that shit documented. I gotta stop cussing. Sorry, YouTube. But another thing we're going to cover, and you can drop a comment below. Even if you don't fish, just make up something, okay? Just make up something. Like you throw a damn car out there. But I want to know, what is your go-to bait that you would throw on any body of water anywhere in the nation? You get one bait. What is your go-to bait? That's all. Be sure you hit like and subscribe, even if you don't like it. Mine is either a 3/8 or half ounce bam pow chatterbait, baby. Anywhere. Dude, I'll throw it in the kitchen sink. I'll throw it in the backyard. It doesn't matter. Chatterbait. Now, these are my summertime color chatterbaits, 3/8 ounce. And this is a half ounce. But yeah, chatterbait, baby. Those are my go-tos. Right now, in wintertime and springtime transition here in the heart of Dixie, I am throwing a, winter and springtime colors, Rayburn Red almost, but this is a half ounce orange bladed Z-Man chatterbait, Alabama crawl. What makes Alabama crawl? Got a little green pumpkin, got a little fire crawl in her. That's Alabama crawl. For some reason, they're hitting this orange blade, and I have like 50 of them. 50, about 3,000 chatterbaits, but these orange bladed chatterbaits, you can throw, I don't know what it is, but once you figure out patterns in your local waters, you can throw, now this is a fire crawl. It's not Alabama crawl because it has no pumpkin green on it, but silver blade. Throw them all day long. And you could buff them in the free, you put it in their mouth and they still ain't eating it. Hell, I'm no scientist here, or fish biologist, or bass expert by any means. Alabama crawl Z-Man, 3/8 or half ounce. Half ounce gets you a little bit deeper. Depends on where your striking zone is. They're starting to move up shallow a little bit here and there during the warmer days. Shoot, it's 70-something degrees here in Bammy. Orange Blade. I mean, just knocking them dead. Now you either say, well, Clay, I mean, that's your go-to bait anywhere, anybody, water, anywhere in the nation. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I think, that's what I want to know. Like I said, even if you don't fish, just be like, I'll just throw the kitchen sink at him, Clay. Hey, man, that's a comment. Drop it below. I'll accept the kitchen sink. It's going to be awfully heavy. You're going to probably need a big old rod. But, I mean, if that's what you're going to go for and you're going to slay some biz ass, hey, man, ripping lips, baby. That's the name of the game. The name of the game. And, like, even right now, got one tied on. Orange Blade, Alabama Crawl, Daiwa Araya X medium action 7-foot rod. And my pimp go to Shimano SLX at 150 XGs. This is the HG, which is an 8.2 ratio. My XGs are a 7.2 ratio, which it's all in how you want to do it with gear ratios. I tend to have more control over my cadence. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It's your real speed, your continuous flow of the lure through the water. Now, I don't trim my skirts, and the great debate whether you trim your skirts, clip equals trim, or no trailer or trailer. I know a lot of people that fish it right out of the box. I know 6 or 7 pros that will not trim their skirts and always use a trailer. Now, some of them use a split tail, fin tail fish trailer. I am exclusively a paddle tail guy. Now, this is like a puke red, Japanese made, I can't even pronounce it, swim tail, or paddle tail, basically. It kicks through the water. Now you ask me, why would you choose exclusively a chatterbait for your go-to bait in any body of water anywhere in the nation? You have vibration, color, and flash all in one lure. Hard to beat that, ain't it? Yeah. I mean, surprisingly, you probably could throw the kitchen sink out there at them if you guys, that wanted to comment and say the kitchen sink, because you do have some flash. You do have some vibration when that bad boy hits the water. And you do have color. Ivory, with a marble sink, black and white marble, maybe some gray in there, hell, I got one of my lovely half-ounce chatterbaits I swear by during the summer. Got a little glitter on it, but it's got a little gray, silver, and just a hint of Bluegill. That's Korean for bluegill. Bluegill, right there. That's why. Vibration, color, and flash. Any body of water anywhere in the nation, boys and girls. So let me know your go-to bait on any body of water anywhere in the nation, and I'll accept anything. Like I said, won't throw the kitchen sink in the damn lake, river. Go ahead. Just do it. You're going to have to have some pretty heavy gear, though, and so be it. But at the same time, always enjoy what you're doing and just throw them bass back.